I never thought I'd be the person telling this story, but sometimes the hardest confessions come from the people who once had everything to lose. My husband and I met in college. He was quiet, kind, and completely different from anyone I had ever dated before. I still remember how awkward he looked at that first party, standing by the wall, holding a drink, trying not to be seen. Something about him felt safe, real. So I started talking to him, and by the end of the night, I couldn't stop. A few weeks later, we started dating. He wasn't like the others. He took his time. He believed in love that grows slowly, not something that burns out fast. For the first time, I felt like I had met someone who truly saw me, not just the surface, but the person underneath. A few years later, we got married. He was everything I ever dreamed of. Patient, loyal, gentle. He worked hard, supported my goals, and made sure I never doubted how much he cared. Our life was simple, but it was perfect, at least until I ruined it. After our daughter was born, he started traveling for work. He offered to stay home more, but I told him not to. I wanted him to succeed. I thought I could handle everything on my own. But slowly, I started feeling lonely, tired, invisible. One night, while he was away, I went out with friends. Someone new joined us, confident, charming, and too easy to talk to. It started as small talk, then turned into something I didn't recognize. Flirting, attention, the illusion of being seen again. I crossed a line I never thought I would. It didn't last long. The moment it happened, I realized what I'd done. I stopped it, left, and promised myself I'd never betray my husband again. And I didn't. For years, I loved him harder than ever, trying to make up for something he didn't even know about. But secrets have a way of finding their way to the surface. This morning, he came home early. I could tell something was wrong. His face, his voice, everything about him felt distant. He asked me one question. Did our vows mean nothing to you? And in that moment, I knew. He had found out. I confessed everything, every detail, every tear, every reason that no longer mattered. He listened quietly and then said the words I feared the most. I love you, but I can't stay. He moved into the guest room that night, and I stayed in our bed, surrounded by the memories of what I destroyed. Later, my mother came over. She told me something I never knew, that my father had cheated once, years ago, but they found their way back through therapy and forgiveness. She said love can survive almost anything, except lies that are left to rot in the dark. I told her I was pregnant. I hadn't even processed it yet. Part of me wanted to tell him, but I couldn't. I was terrified he'd think it was a way to make him stay. Now I sit here, realizing that the man who once saw me better than anyone will probably never look at me the same way again. I wish I could tell you there's a happy ending to this story, but there isn't, not yet. All I have is regret, and the hope that maybe one day he'll remember not the mistake I made, but the love we shared before it. Because sometimes love isn't about holding on. It's about accepting that you broke something and learning how to live with what's left.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more.